Readers today, citizens tomorrow. Over the last few years, young people have drifted away from reading newspapers and consulting quality information. What will be the impact on public opinion and critical conscience of the Italian people? Andrea Ceccherini, Cesare Romiti e Andrea Rifesermonti have founded the Permanent Observatory on Youth and Publishers.
Abbiamo pensato di aiutare i giovani a farsi una propria opinione. Se l'osservatorio consente di ricevere una volta alla settimana 3 giornali diversi a confronto, tentare di fare dei giovani di oggi lettori di domani è propedeutico a renderli dei cittadini migliori.
From a successful initiative to a social phenomenon, more than 2 million students and up to 44,000 teachers of the upper school system devote an hour of classwork every week to compare and discuss several major newspaper headlines. The newspaper in the classroom, teaching, training, and research for a modern class of civic education. A positive trend, 12 years in a row. Students, teachers, publishing groups, foundations of banking origin, and companies with social responsibility. The majority shareholders of a company that invests in the education of the citizens of tomorrow by helping them to avoid becoming victims of the modern media storm and instead to develop a critical mind so indispensable for the civil and social growth of our country. This is done through the utilization of both paper and digital media tools with high-quality content. A fruitful harvest. The surveys that have been carried out over the past 12 years by GfK Erisco show how students participating in the newspaper in the classroom rely on better quality content information and read Cartesius and digital newspapers much more than the students not participating in this project. 91% versus 49%. The same research body shows that students participating in this initiative not only develop a more critical mind, but also gain a greater civic spirit. Compared to their classmates who are not part of the project, they are more interested in politics, 46% versus 17%, and are keener to vote, 78% compared to 60%. In other words, good seeds bear good fruits. Face-to-face with the main role players, a vast array of distinguished guests including journalists, economists, financial experts, famous sportsmen, and showmen have attended meetings and conferences organized by the Permanent Observatory on Youth and Publishers over the years. They have interacted with a select group of students participating in the Newspaper in the Classroom project. Growing Between the Lines represents a unique opportunity to bring together all the main media actors, institutional representatives, and the students participating in the Newspaper in the Classroom project. A lively discussion about the role of information for developing a critical mind, an indispensable tool for ensuring civil and democratic coexistence in our country. 2 intensive days of work, brainstorming, and debating, moderated by some of the most important Italian journalists. The Observatory and the institutions. Over the last few years, the Permanent Observatory on Youth and Publishers has had the honor of being recognized and appreciated by the highest institutional, civil, and religious authorities of our country. The Observatory and our international guests. The best of the Made in Italy brand has attracted the attention from the most prestigious publishers and editors in the international arena. They have recommended the promotion of the same initiative abroad. Together with the US and Brazilian publishers, we are evaluating the possibility of exporting the Italian experience to educate young people to read and to train them to think. Conscience 2.0. Form and express your own opinion so that you can compare it with the opinion of others. This is the message of the Permanent Observatory on Youth and Publishers, devoted to the web and digital world. Osservatorioonline.it, the organization's official website which features projects, news, live events, YouTube channel, a digital library, and pages on the main social networks. IlQuotidianoInClasse.it, a community dedicated to students. The integration of Cartesius newspapers gives a voice to an entire generation. Make your opinion heard. scuolachefarete.it, the community for digital education dedicated to teachers so that they can share news and experiences. The Permanent Observatory on Youth and Publishers.